Welcome back. Now it's time for an interesting conversation, and I hope you're ready to learn something new this morning. Now we have with us Mr. Emmanuel IJI. He is a partner at CHLP-Law and a seasoned legal professional and thought leader with over a decade of experience. Now he's renowned for his innovative approach, and he delivers legal and business solutions that empower organizations and individuals to maximize profitability and impact. Now, he's also served as a volunteer facilitator with the McKinsey & Company's Forward program, where he and the rest of the team trained over 15,000 young professionals. Now, this visionary is here to talk to us and give us a little insight into something he's working on. It's great to have you here. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
All right, so I have to say, we always appreciate when legal professionals take time to come and talk to us.
Nice.
Because they're always so busy. They're always, you know, and they're not forming business, they're actually busy.
I can imagine.
There's so much they do. And from a business law standpoint, there are a lot of our young business owners that often get it wrong. But from your experience, what are the maybe 2 or 3 key things people are not doing right when starting a business?
Okay, thank you so much once again for having me. Businesses generally, I think we're having a chat earlier, and we see how businesses die or fail within their first few years of existence. And one very important thing many of them are not doing is they are not getting a good vision.
Okay.
They're not getting a good vision for what they want to do.
Okay.
Secondly, they are not getting the good framework.
Okay.
Talking about structuring now for what they want to do. And thirdly, in my perspective or my opinion, they are not investing in people the right way. Because people are very important. For me, there are many other things, but if I want to leave it at 3, these are the top 3 I believe help any business anytime to do well. Leadership or vision, / leadership. Secondly, the framework, proper structuring. And thirdly, investing in people.
Okay, so, you know, in your top 3, you didn't even mention money. So with proper money infused in my business, are you saying that, you know, money is not really the secret to, you know, making a business last longer than a few years?
Precisely that.
Okay.
Yes. So money in itself will come to a framework that is well established.
Okay.
If your framework is well established, money will come. So if money comes to a framework that is not well established, there will be holes for the money to escape through.
Interesting.
So it is very important when we talk about properly structuring a business, creating a good vision, creating a good plan and all of that. It is not cliched. It is not. It is actually the truth.
Okay, so...
By the way, sorry to cut you, but there are many entrepreneurs that started with zero naira or $0 or that started with nothing. So
but
you don't
still standing today.
They are still standing today. In fact, some of the biggest, the unicorns around, they started from 0. So
I have to now ask, what is it about you from a legal standpoint? How is it the legal structure you're talking about? Because I wouldn't have thought as a business owner to structure my business, I would talk to a legal team. So are people getting it wrong by not considering using a legal professional as yourself to help with this process?
So the thing is about structuring a business and all of that. So it's not only about a legal team, because structuring entails a couple more things than the legal side of things.
Okay.
So there is legal structuring, there is business structuring, there is also governance structuring. Okay. So legal structuring, for instance, the most visible part of it, or the most apparent part of it, is the business entity formation. You know, the Corporate Affairs Commission registers them as limited liability company. So that is part of the legal structuring. So all the things you do for legal to protect your intellectual property, to get your people, to set that, and to get ready for things like funding. And so by me saying money, money down the road, money becomes important because money is the lifeblood that will drive the organization. Yeah. So all of that, you need to have been registered and have that legal structure. But the business side of things has to do with more of the part that I talked about, vision and the rest of it, how these people have to set up policies, the right frameworks, the right direction for the organization to go. The governance side of things speaks to accountability, leadership, vision, direction, where you set up a board to organize things, oversight, direction, and advice, and things like that. So if you don't have that robust structure, sometimes you don't even get the right funding because you don't get the right partners. Some people don't like to deal with people who are loners, or you want to go down the road yourself. Just have permit me, Nkechi and Sons, or and Daughters, or Emeka and Sons, and you are not bothering anybody. You are having your trade, you make money, you go to bed. That's all. But if you really want to do a business that would impact the economy, impact the lives of people, and significantly give you the opportunity to do other things and make the kind of impact in the world that you want to make, you need to sit down first of all. And very importantly, the quality of that structure, which is the foundation, determines how high the organization will grow.
Okay, so I love the way you've put it now. I guess in the end, it's about a term we've used earlier on, scalability. Now, for instance, the difference between the local, we used to call them chemists back in the day, chemist owner, and the person who has turned his business from just a small chemist to a multi-story supermarket and pharmacy, for instance, is that the person put in some structure, understood how to create the proper foundation for the business and grow up. It's not that the chemist owner's village people were chasing him. That's why his business is not growing.
Exactly.
Right? But a lot of people don't consider scalability in the very beginning. Let's talk a little bit about that. Why should people, for instance, come to teams like yours to help plan towards scalability?
For me, one of the things I believe is very important for them to take note of, or for every business to take note of, is how far they want to go. So from the very beginning, I was talking about the importance of vision. First of all, ask yourself, what do you want to establish? If what you want to establish is, permit me, I'm so sorry there's a business like that, but it's the quote-unquote Emeka and Sons, but you know,
of course,
the kind of business where the person is a sole proprietor, he doesn't want trouble. He doesn't want to partner with anybody. He just wants to do his own business, right? So if that is what you want, and guess what? There is nothing wrong with that at all. Absolutely nothing wrong with that.
But then there's limitations to that.
There are limitations, several limitations. Limitations as to the kind of funding you can get, limitations to even whether you can own certain kinds of assets, limitations as to whether you can enter certain kinds of investments. There are some kinds of government establishments you want to interface with that you would need certain levels of structure, certain levels of compliance. And so for people who are not ready to get to that level, it's fine. It's okay. Stay at the level you want to stay at. But since it's very important for a person who wants to grow to a place of, like we call it, significant impact, exponential growth, for you to grow that high, you need to first of all grow deep down. So
for instance, if you are maybe you are a spare parts, motor spare parts supplier, and maybe you've just been selling your, little spare parts or engine oil or whatever, and then suddenly a big company wants you to supply their fleet of maybe 50 vehicles. They're probably not going to go to you if you don't have that kind of structure. they're probably going to go for someone who has put certain structures in place and not just purchase a one-off. They want to think long-term. They also want to get, you know, proper discounts and so on and so forth.
You're correct, yes.
I'm honestly learning something today, honestly, and I have to say thank you for coming to talk to us about it. But where can we get more information about, you know, because it's a lot to take in, and everybody's business is unique. What is possible? Can you consult for people, for instance?
Oh, we are available.
Okay.
We are available. Our website is CHLP.law.
Okay.
CHLP.law. That's
Sure.
the website.
Okay.
You can reach us through
Okay.
several.
So where I was going was because you know, it's an amazing opportunity for people to learn from what you have coming up very soon.
Yes. So specifically, the event we have coming up tomorrow precisely is going to give people this opportunity to learn more about the conversation we're having already. Sure. Yes, this is actually like the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
It's a whole about 3 hour event, which which would be packed, really packed with insightful stuff. Okay. We have some really amazing speakers that will join myself and my partner, Kiari Bukar, the chairman of Sunu Assurances. Okay. We have Babajide Duroshola. We have TMO, Temitope Makodege. Okay. We have several other persons. We have Abdul Hakim Buhari from Adova PLC. They'll be speaking to this point, and we'll be dissecting what it means to grow a business in Nigeria, despite the challenges this economy faced. All our speakers, the lineup of speakers that we have, are people who have built successful businesses in Nigeria. So how are they doing it? We complain about the economy. How are they doing it? They are coming to share their secrets. And myself with my partner, Folarin Oloyede, will be joining the panel to share the insights that people need for the growth that they require. And tomorrow it's happening at the Marriott Hotel at 9:30 a.m. Okay. But there's a kick to it. For people, we made it quite interesting. For people who come in between 9 a.m. and 9:30, there'll be a free professional headshot. A photographer will be there to give them. Yeah, between 9 a.m.
actually something that many people don't think about.
Yeah, so some people don't have that professional look. So so from 9 a.m. to 9:30.
You know, there's this question you hear sometimes whenever you see a nice post on Instagram of someone doing successful business, and you see a comment like, where are people seeing this money? And the truth is, some people have, you know, go and learn something that has significantly impacted their business in the right direction. And people like yourself and your team are amazing for putting this together. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
To talk to us about it. Good luck with the project tomorrow.
Thank you.
And I will definitely be considering being there myself, I have to say. Some things I need to put in place.
That would be great. And it would be a great opportunity to meet like-minded people, other brilliant minds. And I must say, it was a lovely conversation I had with you.
Thank you so much.
It was a really lovely conversation.
All right, so
thank you.
Hopefully you've learned something important today. What's the difference between taking your small business to the next level? You'll probably find out at an event such as this. All right, then use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know your thoughts. If you have any comments or contributions to this particular topic, we can't wait to see them. We're taking a quick break. We'll be back after this.